Okay, hi everyone. Today we are looking at a question like this. Okay, now as you can see over here, this seems like a percentage question, correct? But I always tell my students this that hey, you know what? If it is a percentage question, we try our best to change the percentage into fractions. All right. So as you can see over here on Monday, what happens? Xander and Tristan each receive some money. All right. So this is sentence number one, right? From their mother. Okay. Xander received $80 less than Tristan. So that's sentence number two. Can you see that? So if I know that it's $80 less, so what I want to show is that Tristan is actually more than Xander. Agree so far? Okay. More than Xander by how much? More than Xander by 80. All right. So we're going to show that this is actually 80. So therefore I can say that this is 1 unit and this 1 unit. Am I making sense here? Okay. Now then we move on to the next part, right? Sentence number three. See how I approach a question like that is how you should approach. They did not spend any money on Monday. All right. They did not, let me say that again. They did not spend any money on Monday. All right. There's nothing I need to do for sentence number three. So therefore I move on to sentence number four. All right. On Tuesday, Tristan gave Xander 40% of his money. Now 40% over 100 is actually also what? 2 over 5. Can you see that? All right. So here's what I want to do. Okay. Now I want to quickly draw a table because I can obviously see that this is B and A. All right. Before and after. All right. Which is my before? You can see that sentence number one is my before. All right. How do I know that? Because they are telling me Xander received $80 less than Tristan, right? Then which is my change? Change is the sentence number 4. Can you see that? Okay, so what I want to do is I want to make sure I draw a proper table. Okay, I want to draw a bigger one. All right, I want to show, okay, that this is Xander, this is Tristan. Okay, over here, as you can see over here, this is before, right? So for Xander, it's 1 unit, and for Tristan, it's 1 unit plus 80. Okay, now what about the change? Okay, let's talk about the change. Now over here, we can see that Tristan gave Xander 40% of his money. So Tristan gave Xander 40%. 40% is 2 over 5, right? Now off means you times, agree? All right, so this is the part where, a lot of students, they are not able to understand, what the question is saying, okay? Which part is it? This is the part. They don't know what to do, all right? So I want you to pay attention to this, okay? All right, I want you to pay attention to this. Now, what do I do when I see something like that? I first change 40% to 2 over 5. Off means you multiply, okay? Of what? Of his money. How much is Tristan's money? 1 unit plus 80. So I'm going to do 2 over 5 times 1 unit plus 80. Now, what does this mean? It means that I take out 2 over 5 from 1 unit and I take out 2 over 5 from 80. Rainbow method, 2 over 5 times 1 unit, that gives you 2 over 5 units. Agree so far? 2 over 5 times 80, that gives you how much? 32. Now, I know that this 2 over 5 units plus 32 is given to who? Xander. Alright, so you add this to Xander. Am I making sense here? So we know what's our after. Our after will be 1 2 over 5 units plus 32 for Xander, and 3 over 5 units plus 48 for Tristan. So let's continue on from sentence number 5. It says that on Wednesday, Tristan spent 2/5 of his remaining amount of money. Once again, this is something that students will struggle with. What is his remaining amount of money? Isn't this the remaining amount of money? Right? So this is the remaining amount of money. So what am I going to do for this part of the sentence? Same thing, all right? Just like what I did just now. The word off means I times, agree? And same thing, 25% I have to change to 1 over 4, right? So all I have to do, okay, I have to say that, oh, there's also, or there is again another change. So this is change 1, this is change 2. Okay, so there are 2 changes, right? Remember? Okay, the first one is changed on Tuesday, and then the second one on Wednesday. So maybe you can put W over here and then put T over here. T stands for Tuesday, W stands for Wednesday. Okay, or in fact, if I want to be clearer, then I'll just put TUES and WED. Okay, now I am going to take out 25% because this is what Tristan spent. Agree? So 1 over 4 times 3 over 5 units plus 48. I say that again. 1 over 4 times 3 over 5 units plus 48. Why? Because Tristan's remaining amount of money is actually how much? 3 over 5 units plus 48. This is his remaining amount of money. True? All right. So once I'm done with this, what I'm going to do is same thing. I'm going to perform the rainbow method. Can you see that? All right. So we are going to do 1 over 4 times 3 over 5. Okay. And we are going to get to our answer of 3 over 20 units. And when we do 1 over 4 times 48, we are going to get to our answer of 12. So this is the amount of money that is spent on a wallet. Okay. And they tell me that this amount is actually how much? $39. So I'm just going to put $39 over there. Okay. So what I want to find now is I want to find what is my final after. For Xander, it's very simple because there's no second change. All right. Now, there's nothing that happened on Wednesday, right? So therefore, Xander will be left with the same amount. But for Tristan, it's a little different, right? So we simply have to do 3 over 5 minus 3 over 20. Where did I get 3 over 5 minus 3 over 20? Allow me to just highlight in green right now. 3 over 5 minus 3 over 20 units. Can you see that? Okay, and then 48 minus away 12. All right, so 3 over 5 minus 3 over 20, my answer should be 9 over 20 units. Okay, then 48 minus 12, that gives me 36. All right, so this is the amount left for Tristan. Okay, now, so what I want to do now is the only thing I can do is actually say that 3 over 20 units, okay, plus $12 is actually equals to $39. Can you see this part? All right, so same family sit together, I'm going to shift the $12 over. So 3 over 20 units is equals to $39. When I cross the equal border, I always have to minus. So I minus $12 over here. Okay, or you can just put 12, okay? So we'll get to 3 over 20 units is equals to 27. And we always find 1 over 20 units. So 27 divided by 3, that gives me 9. Agree? Find my Mr. Greenman, so 20 over 20. So 9 times 20, that gives me 180. All right, and this is my Mr. Greenman. Okay, now then the question says, once I get my Mr. Greenman, what does the question want us to do? What was the total amount of money Xander and Tristan received on Monday? Now, do you realize that Monday is this part that I've just highlighted in purple? All right, so since I know that 1 unit equals to 180, right? All right, so therefore, if I want to find the total amount, all I need to do is simply just do 1 unit plus 1 unit plus 80. And if I know that 1 unit is already 180, all I need to do is just 180 plus 180 plus 80. All right, and therefore my answer has to be 440. And this is my answer for this question. Thank you. Bye.